It's amazing, guys,
This
because
meeting is
we're here to
being
talk about
recorded.
how we can become a better version of ourselves tomorrow than we were today. Drop 1% in the chat if you want to become just a little bit better tomorrow than you are today. Let me drop my 1% because you know it's important, guys, that we're all growing. I said at the Nashville event a couple of days ago that oftentimes we get complacent. Oftentimes we're stagnant. We stay in one place. But understand that the world is always moving forward. Understand that the world is always progressing. The world is always innovating. And if you're standing in one place, you're actually getting less behind. You're actually regressing instead of progression, guys. All right, so I see the 1% coming through. Shout out to you. Man, I'm extremely excited to be hosting this call here with you all tonight. And um, just honestly an honor. But we're gonna get right into it because like my both of my mentors always say, we're not gonna be eternal. We're gonna be effective, guys. So I'm gonna share my screen here, and we're gonna dive right in. Drop some tools in the chat once you're able to see my screen. I want to make sure that we're all good. Let me know that you can see my screen. Perfect, 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 guys. So welcome to Alpha X Society. We are an organization of people. Matter of fact, let me take a step back. Hold on. I know we're going to be celebrating some advancements in a second. And because of all the advancements, I know that we have some new students. Drop some 333s in the chat if you're a new student. And this may be your first or second vision call. You may have been on a couple in the past, but you're getting in position. You're getting in the flow of things. I see the threes coming through. Let's see. Hey, welcome Joshua. Welcome Ross. Jacob, Katija, I believe, Miranda. Sheesh. Can we pop some welcomes in the chat, guys, for all the new family? Listen, we are growing. We are growing, and this is what we want here within Alpha X Society, guys. We want to impact, uplift, enrich, and educate people all around the world. With the skill sets that are going to pay the bills, right? With the digital skill sets, understanding that we're in a transition from an industrial revolution to a technological one, making sure that we're in position so that we can use these digital skills to our advantage. Perfect, perfect. All right, so I want to welcome you guys to Alpha X Society. We are an organization of people that are all learning and mastering the skill set of making money online in various different ways. Okay. And, we stand on four pillars, right? Which is one, education. The gap between where you are now and wherever it is that you want to go is simply the right information. And you can get educated on that information here within Alpha X Society. Development, right? I dropped a lot of us dropped 1% in the chat because we want to be better tomorrow than we were today or the prior day. So development, becoming the best version of yourself, constantly using that chisel to create the person that you desire and the person that you want to be. All right, community. Listen, guys, it's 100,000 of us here on this training here today, guys, and the community is something that completely changed the way that I view success. I realized that I'm not able to do it by myself. I want to go with a group of people. I want to be a part of momentum because we're all moving in the same direction with similar goals and dreams. All right. You also have individuals that are going to hold you accountable, but also lift you up, stand in the gap for you, when things may not be going your way. Right. In innovation. Come on, guys. We're getting education on the best digital skill sets that are offered here in 2025 and beyond. So it's important that we're all growing, that we're all developing, and that we're all innovating and becoming the best version of ourselves. Not just in our mindset, but in our habits and our routines and the skill sets that we're applying on a daily basis. All right. If you all understand the four pillars that embody Alpha X Society, drop fours in the chat. Do me a favor and drop some fours in the chat. Perfect. You guys with me. Well, what is the vision of Alpha X Society, right? One is alpha state, right? Inspiring everybody to reach their peak performance in all areas of our life, guys. Having a growth mindset, right? Emphasis on self-improvement, accountability, and discipline, guys. These are all things that are going to help us become the best version of ourselves. All right, community focus, stronger bonds through team activities, right? Belief building exercises and leadership development. Let me tell you something, guys. Just I'm really big on belief building now. Prior I would just say that I wanted something, but I'm big on touching it. I'm big on smelling it. I'm big on getting around it. And it's actually a funny story. My sister, she actually hurt her back a couple weeks ago. She was actually house sitting for a couple out way out in Chesterfield, deep Chesterfield. If you're from the Lou, you know what I'm getting at, right? And she actually hurt her back and got stuck on the floor. She called me, and I literally had to drive over there and pick her up, guys. But when I got there, I realized where I was at. I realized that I was surrounded around all these beautiful homes, these mansions with things that I desired, things that I wrote down in my notebook. I realized that there were certain trinkets and different things that I wanted in my home because I got an opportunity to touch it. I got an opportunity to see it. I got an opportunity to smell it. Right? I got myself in that environment, and that's what we're here to do within Alpha X Society, guys. It's placing you within the right environment for you to grow, for you to become the best version of you. All right. Drop best version in the chat. If you're still with me, drop best version in the chat. Let's get it. Let's get it, family. Okay. So, going into this week, guys, we have an amazing schedule, written out for the squad this week, man. Listen, I'm extremely excited because, we actually just had a call covering the games. If you know what the games are, drop some threes in chat. If you know what the games are, drop some threes in the chat. Right? If you don't know what the games are, understanding that Alpha X Society, right, the leading organization in the United States, is somewhat in a battle with other organizations. We're all one family, but it's always nice to have some healthy competition, right? Hold each other accountable, give each other a little bit of push, put some fire up under our bellies, right? Making sure that we're all moving in the same direction. So we have the games this week, guys, and the game and the mission of the games is for Alpha X Society and all organizations within the United States to grow. Right? And I'm gonna be honest, it can get a little, it can get like that in the games. What's really cool is, in Detroit, a number of the leaders got to sit at a amazing table with Matt Rosa, right? And we had some of the top leaders in the U.S. At that table having a meeting about what it is that we're going to be doing here over the next 90 days, and the games were brought up. And I'm not going to go through the participants to make sure that Nano's on the call, but Alpha X Society is undefeated for 3 years within the games, and he made sure that the folks know that. And listen, we're connected to some competitors as well, and they had a little something to say. If you know anything about the personality colors, Nano was a nice yellow. He's soft. He has correction. But he has a certain level of ease to him. But listen, when somebody challenged him on the games, no, I don't think I've ever seen Nano so red in my life. I was like, yo, is this Nano in Tia's body? Like, what's happening right now? He was not backing down. So I'm here to let you all know that this week is going to be one of those weeks, right? We're going to be in the trenches. We're going to be working hard. You're going to see a lot of things happening, guys. So drop games in the chat if you're ready for this weekend. We just got all that information put together here on the call that just ended a few minutes ago. All right, but to go over the week at a glance, guys. Shout out Melanie who hosted the intro to Alpha X Society earlier. It was a beautiful call, sis. Thank you so much. As you see on the Sunday Night Vision, we have myself and my good sis Samiyah B. Structure Samiyah. If you know, you know. All right. On Monday, listen, we got something special with Leadership Society. Excuse me, guys. I should definitely say Leadership Society. I think we have my boy Alex Swift and KD. Listen, both of these individuals are, gentlemen that I have learned a ton of information from, that I've seen often, that I see, they're in the trenches, they're working on a daily basis. They have large organizations. They're leading from the front. All right, making sure that, the people have access to the information, knowledge, and tools they need to grow as leaders, within Alpha X Society. All right. Then we have something special, an exclusive training from the man, the myth, the legend himself, Mr. Matt Rosa. Listen, if you're not on this call, you need to do whatever it takes to make sure that you're in front of this information. I got an opportunity to sit at a dinner table with this gentleman, and let me tell you something, man. Every word that comes out of his mouth, every thought that he thinks and brings to fruition is honestly mind-boggling. So if you're not on this training, guys, you want to make sure that you're present for this information. All right. And then because of the games, guys, throughout the week, we have some special presentations. Right. Intro to Alpha X Society, guys, is going to be ran by my boy Marquise Jenkins and Iffy, guys. Listen, if you have individuals that want to know a little bit more about, who we are and what it is that we're doing, this is the time, right? This is the time to get them in front of the information. If there are some corrections, guys, that need to be made on the schedule, we'll make sure that we get that over to you guys. I'm seeing that there may be some updates that are needed on the schedule, but it's all good. We'll make sure that we drop those in the chats for you so that you have the most accurate information. All right, on Tuesday, guys, the intro to Alpha X Society is going to be held by Powerhouse's only Junior, as well as our own the creator of Trend Trap, Mr. J. A. Wall. I was just in Puerto Rico with Mr. J. A. Wall, and I'm gonna be honest with you, Jay is like a walking encyclopedia. Anybody else feel like that? Drop some twos in the chat if you feel like Jay is like a walking encyclopedia. There's no reason for him to know everything about everything. When does he sleep? He's always learning and always growing, guys. So if you want individuals to know about Alpha X Society and who we are and what we're doing, then listen. You want to get them in front of my boy Junior and Mr. J. A. Wall. On Wednesday, we have a special intro to Alpha X Society for the ladies. Drop WCW in the chat, guys. Drop WCW in the chat. Listen, I just left Detroit hearing these two ladies speak back to back. And let me tell you, it was dynamic. I don't think there are any two ladies in this entire industry that are as impactful, that are as empowering as DT of Bowden and China Bethley. If you've ever heard any of these two ladies speak, guys, just understand that you're going to walk into that call, or you're going to leave that call a completely different person than you walked in, because their ability to shift your mindset, their ability to light a fire in you, their ability to put things in the right perspective is absolutely astronomical. All right. Then Thursday, um, let me see. I want to make sure that this is accurate because I am saying that the schedule needs some updating. Forgive us, family. Um, it will be amazing if Marcus said it was, on our leadership dynasty. But I know whoever is speaking to the squad is qualified. Whoever is speaking to the squad is going to make sure that you're equipped with the right information. You're equipped with the knowledge, tools, and resources to become a better leader within Alpha X Society, because Alpha X Society is where leaders emerge, guys. Drop emerge in the chat. Right. Alpha X Society is where leaders emerge. Okay, so whoever is addressing the leadership squad on Thursday, I know for a fact I'm gonna have my pen, I'm gonna have my paper, I'm gonna make sure that I'm on that call, ready to learn, ready to apply, and ready to run. All right, I see the emerges in the chat. Perfect, perfect. Right, Intro to Alpha X Society is a special one. My man Nano Torres and Mr. Banks, guys, listen. I believe that these two individuals are going to put on a clinic when it comes to how to present the information, how to help individuals understand who we are, what we're doing, and where we're going. Okay, listen, if you're a leader on this call, you should be on this call taking notes. This is not just an opportunity call. This should be a training for you. They're going to put on a clinic, guys. All right, and then Friday, intro to Alpha X Society, guys. We got my boy Coach Quill and Giovanni closing out the week um, for the games, making sure that these individuals are professional, making sure that these people are getting in front of information that they're gonna walk away with a ton of value, guys. All right, and then as well, we got my good sis Steph and her weekly Bible study. I got a beautiful opportunity to spend a little bit of time with Stephanie in Puerto Rico, man, and she's such a joy. And I believe right before that, we got an opportunity to run the Sunday night vision call together. And she's just an amazing young woman. She truly cares for you, and wants you to develop your relationship with God, because that's one of the most important things that we can do here on this planet, is to develop a relationship with God. And she's the one standing in the gap, making sure that you're connected, making sure you have the right information, making sure that you're uplifted and loved moving forward, guys. All right. And then on Saturday, I believe we have my guy, Mr. Matthew Cruz, hosting the Saturday introduction to Alpha X Society, guys. All right, drop some fours in the chat if you are with me on the schedule. And again, If there's some updates that are needed to be made on the schedule, we'll make sure that you all get that as soon as possible. I'm sure that schedule will be dropped in the chat. For those of us that are in leadership, let's just make sure that we send that out, to our students, to our organizations and our teams, so that we can make sure that we're all in the right position. Perfect. I see the fours. I see the fours coming through, guys. I want you all to understand that we are led by some of the most amazing leaders inside of this industry, and honestly, in any industry. Mr. Nano Torres, our lead educator when it comes to mindset mastery. Mr. J. Awal, our lead educator when it comes to getting to the bag within the market on a daily basis. DT Bolden, one of my personal mentors, somebody that I truly look up to, helping us get to the bag when it comes to digital marketing and e-commerce, and also building online businesses. Let's talk about it. All right. And Miss Mina Moves, one of our lead digital marketing educators and e-commerce educators, helping us, develop streams of income from our social media, in various different ways, guys. So drop some flames in the chat for our leadership, because quite honestly, we have the best leadership in the game. 100%. Perfect, 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 guys. Now it's time for some celebration, guys. Let's celebrate some family within Alpha X Society. Can we get some drums in the chat? Because what we're about to talk about next is something that is honestly beautiful, because it lets us know that we're products of the products. It lets us know that we're utilizing the tools and resources and being able to benefit from them on a daily basis. Shout out the squad that's part of the Masters Club. Oh my goodness. Jay is talking about oftentimes how Warren Buffett is looking for about a 25% return on his investments annually. And for these students that you see here on the screen to be achieving 70+% success rate, on their weekly trades, is honestly mind-boggling. And that just lets us know that what we have access to, what we're tapping into on a daily basis, guys, is honestly next level. Like 70%, like 7 of the last 10, that's insane. So shout out to each and every one of you all, on this a part of the Masters Club. And I'm gonna be honest, y'all are getting real saucy with these pictures. y'all are getting saucy with these pictures, man. I love the group pictures. I love how everybody's showing love to one another. And listen, this is where we want to be at the end of the week. You know that you're fully tapped into the system and you're benefiting from what it is that we're doing when you're a part of the Masters Club each and every week, guys. We have a few other individuals as well, guys. So take a look, take the screenshots, make sure you get your footage, let people know that, listen, we're winning over here. We're doing big things over here, guys. And we're making sure that we're in position. Okay. I see the flames. I didn't have to ask, guys. I see the flames coming through. Listen, we're about community. We're about love. We're about becoming the best version of ourselves and leveling up on a daily basis. All right. Now, when it comes to our new students, I saw that we dropped a number of ones in the chat, as far as a number of new students, guys. So if you're new to the platform, or if you're somewhat of a veteran, or you've been here for a little bit of time, guys, let's make sure that we're tapped into the daily schedule. All right. And you're utilizing the student hubs, right? Going to the Alpha X Society website and utilizing our onboarding system that our leadership so graciously took a lot of time, a lot of hard work, energy and effort, and even finances poured in to make sure that we have access to the best, most duplicatable system, in all of Iyovia, right? I'm sure that some of you all may have heard that it's not necessarily about what works; it's about what duplicates. And our leadership have put us in position, right, to be the most duplicatable system in all of Iyovia. All right, guys. Now, understand when you're going through those sites, make sure that you're marking your progress as complete, guys. We want to have a 100% completion rate when it comes to diving into Alpha X Society modules. Drop 100 in the chat if you're going to make sure this week that you have a 100% completion rate when it comes to the Alpha X Society modules. Listen, there is so much value, guys. We just talked about our leadership. Think about all the value that our leadership has here within Alpha X Society. And I promise you that they poured everything that they have into those modules to make sure that we're not only equipping the veterans here, within the organization, but also equipping those new individuals that are coming into the organization from day one. All right, I see the hundreds coming through. Now, one of my favorite parts of the night, guys. Can we get some drums in the chat? Because we got some people to celebrate. We got some people that have been working, some people that have been in the trenches, some people that have been going above and beyond, to make sure that this is not just about them, but it's about somebody else. It, Anytime that I get in front of a camera or in front of a room, I'm always letting people know that, listen, you may be the only person in your circle, at your church, at your job, in your group chats, right, in your home, talking about developing digital streams of income, and we have access to that here, right? But some of those individuals may not hear about this opportunity unless you open your mouth, unless you speak up, unless you let them know what's happening, unless you put them in position to take advantage of this revolution, guys. So, shout out to our newest two and threes, guys, those individuals that have access the full scholarship by introducing, this platform to two other individuals. My good bro, Michael McKenna, man, my boy Quay. Listen, Brian Castro, bro, shout out to you, man. And Miss Janelle Johnson, guys. Can we drop some flames in the chat for these individuals? They now have access to the platform for free moving forward. They've accessed the scholarship. Now they can hop on the scanners. They can hop on the go live sessions. They can get the blaze trades. They can get the swipe coin trades. Right? They can get the value on the additional calls in the chat for free moving forward because of their ability to position other people. Shout out to you all, guys. All right. Now, do me a favor, drop next level in the chat. Drop next level in the chat because listen, this one is these are kind of special. I'm gonna be honest with you. This one is pretty special because they say the hardest rank to achieve is the first one. And man, when I tell you, my bro, Mr. Tyler, is going crazy right now. Listen, honestly, if you know, you know. I don't have to say too much. Just take a look at the chat. If you've seen Tyler, doing what he's doing, drop some flames in the chat. I don't have to say much, but my boy's been going ham. My boy's been going in. All right. And honestly, what he's doing, we all want to duplicate. Right. And I know for a fact those two and threes on the last slide are looking at what Mr. Tyler is doing and say, hey, how can we duplicate that? Because I'm going to be the next silver. I'm going to be the next leader to emerge within Alpha X Society. So Tyler, bro, shout out to you, man. Thank you so much for being the example and doing what you're doing and smashing out this rank, bro, in record time. To be honest with you, man. Shout out to you. All right, next level in the chat. Let's get it because we got some more celebrations to do. All right, next level in the chat. Next level. Sheesh. Listen, man. This next individual, if you knew his story, if you knew a little bit about what he's battling in life, you would give him some extra praise. You would show him some extra love, man, because my boy Mr. Tory Bell, is defying all odds. Like I said, if you knew what he was dealing with and what he was going through and the strength that is taking him to push forward and move forward within this business, guys, honestly, Tori, I appreciate you, bro. I thank you for telling me, offering your testimony and letting us know what you're dealing with, bro. Because I now have no excuse. I literally have not a single excuse to why I'm not doing the work, to why I'm not showing up for myself, to why I'm not becoming better tomorrow than I was today. So Tori, bro, shout out to you, man. This is huge. Thank you so much for your example. Okay, let's get it. All right. Next level. Drop next level in the chat. Next level in the chat. Man, this one is super special because I remember me and this gentleman, chopping it up on the phone, like, bro, we smack gold together, but now it's time to level up. But now it's time to get to the next level. Now it's time for us to really pop our stuff and make sure that we're in position to help other individuals. So my boy Ron the Don, if you know, you know. Listen, Ron is like that. I don't know if you all have ever got an opportunity to hear Ron speak or if you've got an opportunity to connect with Ron, but Ron is a different type of monster. When bro walks into the room, he completely changes the energy in the room. His chest is out. He's walking tall. His chin is up because he knows he's him. Let's be honest. He knows that he's him. Matter of fact, this is what we're gonna do. My boy Ron, you on the call, bro? Do me a favor, raise your hand, bro. Are you on the call? Because I think the squad, the newest platinum, I think you need 60 seconds on the call, bro. I'm gonna be honest. The squad needs to hear you speak. The squad needs to hear, from the newest platinum in Alpha X Society, guys. You on the call, bro? Let me see. Go through here.
I'm here, my brother. I'm here. I'm here. I'm here.
My guy. Do me a favor, raise your hand, bro. There you go. I got you. Let's see. Ron, listen, bro. We need 60 seconds from you, bro. We need you to let us know what you've been able to do, how you've been able to accomplish what you've accomplished, and just give some inspiration, bro. Speak from the heart because I know that's what you do best.
I appreciate you, Mark, man. I appreciate everybody that's on this call tonight. And honestly, man, I just made a decision, right? I know we hear it a lot, but I made a decision that this year was going to be the year that I not only changed the life for myself, but for my kids, right? So I made a conscious decision to stop entertaining my distractions and really focus on my goals. So from that point on, starting in January, it was my boots on the ground and just running. I can honestly say I was able to impact between 15 and 18 people within January. So it all started with just making a decision, man. A lot of times people really don't go to where they desire to go is because they haven't made that decision and they truly don't see the vision. So I have fully submitted myself to the system that we have. Our amazing leaders, Nano, Tia, Mark, Samiyah, you guys have led the way. And I just want to make you guys proud. And it's only convenient that I'm the first one this year to smack platinum. And I'm just opening up the door for the rest of the people to come on through, man.
For sure, bro. Man, Ron the Don. Listen, I got an opportunity to first meet Ron in Arizona, and it was something special. I knew from that point, when I connected with Ron and I connected with Z, man, that it was going to be something special, bro. Now I look forward to walking across the stage with you, man, and Miami and Nice, France. It's definitely going up, bro. I appreciate you, man. Thank you so much. Show some love to my boy Ron in the chat, fam. Perfect, perfect. Listen, I have to give, you know, I really want to point something out, guys. And this individual is not on the screen at the moment, but I really want to point something out. Do you all know that each rank up that we just presented here on the screen are all in Mr. Zion Latham's back office? Let me say that again. Every single rank up that we just celebrated, guys, is in Mr. Zion Latham's back office. I remember when we left the dinner in Detroit, and I told Z, I was like, Z, yo, platinum is done, bro, but I gotta get to diamond, man. That I gotta get to the next level, and yeah, I need to know the play, bro, because you're moving like a maniac, and your squad is moving like mini maniacs. I need to know, you know, what's the play, bro? How do I get to the next level? You know what he said? He said, bro, it's not about you. It's about those around you. I stopped making it about me and I started making it about everybody around me. So when that Star Diamond Flyer drops here any day now, literally at any moment, I want us to come back to the Sunday Night Vision call on February 23rd at 8 p.m. Central and remember the individuals that he's been putting in position leading up to his next level. I want you to think about the people that he's been able to help when it's his time to get to that next level. I want you to think about the people that he put before himself before he gets to that next level. If we drop some Ztaniums in the chat, it's an honorable mention. I just had to give you an honorable mention, bro. I appreciate you. I love you, man, and what you're doing is honestly amazing, guys. Ztanium, my boy, my boy. All right, fam. Let's get back to it. Shout out to you, Ron. Appreciate you, bro. And congratulations again to everybody that reached new heights and new levels this past week. I know that, especially with the game place, we're going to be seeing so many more new faces, coming next week on next week's Vision Call, guys. Perfect, perfect. Now, you all have been seeing, guys, all throughout the country, we have been running a number of events. And I want you to make sure that I want to make sure that you all see and know what events are going to be coming up here, in the next few days. All right. So we have Richmond, Virginia. I believe March 1st coming up. Shout out my boy. We just talked about it. I'm pretty sure bro is going to be a star diamond by that event, working towards titanium. Going into Miami and East French. All right. Then on April 19th, guys, we have the Thrive Regional Conference. If you have not gotten your ticket just yet, wait till midnight. Wait till 11:59. First off, ask your leadership while you're waiting till midnight, right? But please get your tickets and please be in the room, guys, because the amount of value that you're going to get there is going to be astronomical. All right, and then we have Dallas, Texas, guys, coming up, I believe, tomorrow. Listen, look at everybody on the flyer. Think about the value that these individuals have and how much value they're going to offer. When they hit that stage and when they're talking to their communities, when they're talking to your students, when they're talking to your interested parties, you want to make sure that they're in the room. All right. And we also want to just give a special shout out, guys, to the sold out events that just transpired over the last week. Shout out the Freedom Formula, guys, on the 19th, sold out. Shout out to Digital Rise Tennessee. If you were in Tennessee this past weekend, drop TN in the chat because it was such an amazing event. And special shout out to my boy ABL, to my boy AB, man, for flying out from Miami and really saucing up the squad, saucing up the room, and making sure that they have access to the right information. I appreciate you, bro. Thank you so much. All right. We have Seattle coming up here. If I'm not mistaken, I believe that Seattle just happened. If it didn't, then it's coming up this weekend. You want to make sure that you're in the room. I'm pretty sure that they have a weekly meetup, right? So you want to make sure that whether this is the event or you're at their weekly link up, you want to be in that room because there's a ton of value, right? I believe this event happened last week, if I'm not mistaken, guys. So I'm sure that Seattle got a ton of value when it comes to who's on this flyer. All right. Then we have Thrive Phoenix, guys, coming up here pretty soon. If you're in the Phoenix, Arizona area, make sure that you're in the room. Make sure that you're connected. Make sure, guys, that you're in the right place. All right. Drop some threes in the chat, guys. If we understand, you got to be in the room. If you know that being in the room is one of the most powerful things that you can be a part of within this industry. All right. I see him coming through. I see him coming through. Sheesh. Perfect, 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 guys. Perfect, guys. Listen, it's amazing to touch on what we've done in the past and make sure that individuals are celebrated, making sure that we understand where we're going, here in the near and far future, guys. But who I'm about to pass this call to is somebody that I think so highly of. And real quick, before I dive into this edification, again, if there are some updates that need to be made to the schedule, as leadership, we will make sure that we get that out to you as soon as possible, guys. All right. But, Miss Structure Samiyah, there's so much that I can say, about this young woman. And every time that, I get to edify her and I get to speak highly of her, it reminds me of how we got an opportunity to meet. She knows my entire family. I know a lot of people in her family. She knows many of my friends. I know many of her friends. And over the years, with that intermingling, we never got an opportunity to get to know each other. We've never met. Many times, probably been under the same roof. Many times, been at the same events. Probably walking past each other and having no clue that either of us existed yet. And that's how I know that it was divine intervention for us to work together within Alpha X Society. This is a young woman that I look up to. She's a minister, a worship leader, a servant leader, somebody that is just always about the people. She's one of those individuals that listen when I connect with her, when I talk with her, it's never really about what she needs or what she wants. It's always about somebody else. It's always about how she can uplift somebody else. It's always about how she can put somebody else in position. And because of that, she assisted me in my road to platinum. And I'm extremely grateful and honored to be on this run here with you, sis. And listen, I went over, some of the celebratory things and some of the things that are coming up here, but sis is about to give you all a fire training. If you've ever wanted to know how do I figure out, because there are so many amazing things within Alpha Society and Iyovia. How do I know what product and what tool I should be using on a daily basis? How do I know what scanner is best for me? How do I know what educator I need to be tapping in with? And let's be honest, everything here works very well. It's just about you tapping into it. But we're about achieving our alpha state, right? So, how do I identify what is going to help me be the best version of myself as far as these skill sets, as far as this knowledge and who I am as a person? And I can't think of anybody better than, Structure Samiyah to tap you all into the path to or finding your product DNA, making sure that what you're tapped into is the best option for you guys. So drop some flames in the chat for my good sis, Structure Samiyah. Sis, I greatly appreciate you. I got so much love for you. I thank you for allowing me to host this call here with you. But take it away. Let's get it.
Let's go, family. Can we get some fire in the chat, some hearts in the chat? If you got some value from our bro, Mark, millionaire money man, Mark, right? If you love him, if you know that he provides value. And hey, really quick, Mr. Put it on himself, okay? I don't know about you guys, but anytime I host a call with Mark, I just feel like I should be doing better. I just feel like I need to level up just a little bit because every single time he comes suited and booted, I'm just saying, my goodness. But just as great as he looks, he presents the business and he presents everything as well. So you guys, like he said, I am going to be effective and not eternal and get this last portion knocked out. But before I do, really quick, I do not want to skip over this opportunity to recognize one of our up and coming future leaders. When you could see my screen, please drop some flames and some hearts in the chat for my guy Gabe, because he has been working hard. He has been doing the work. His name has been in chats that he's not even in yet. And so I understand that that is simply a reflection of his work ethic, a reflection of his dedication, and a reflection of his passion to this business and to who he is. So can we get some celebrations and some flames and some hearts and some all of the love in the chat for my man Gabe? We are proud of you. Silver is already done. Silver is already done. Do you hear me, Gabe? We are proud of you and we're excited to see you go to the next level. All right. So we're going to keep it going, you all. Like Mark said, again, my name is Samiyah B, known as Structured Samiyah in this industry. I am here tonight to keep the vision going, right? We're all about operating in our alpha state of mind, alpha state, right? And our alpha state of mind is our highest form of self. And if you understand what that means, that means not only the highest form of ourselves isn't just mentality, it's not just spiritual, but it's actually the work, the skill, right? Drop a 1 in the chat. Like I saw we have some new members on here, a lot of momentum going on. Drop a 1 in the chat if you've been in the business for under 6 months. If you've been with any Iyovia for under 6 months. And can we just drop some love to them really quick? Because that's major. And I'm sure that you all probably have some questions about, well, how do I go to the next level? How do I pick my product? How do I become successful? How do I become profitable within this industry? And so we want to show you how exactly to do that. So when you can see my screen, drop product in the chat and we will get to it. Perfect, perfect, perfect is coming through. It's low and slow, but it's okay. Perfect. We're just gonna rock it out like this. So how to identify your product. You first want to make sure, excuse me, you first want to make sure you understand what type of trader that you are, okay? What type of trader you are. So first you have your short-term traders. Your short-term traders, they generally hold on to their trades for a few seconds to minutes. These are our scalpers, okay? These are people, this also counts for people who do what are called binary options or TBX, right? So they trades on the M1 to M15 time frame, sometimes the M30. Okay, that makes sense. Next, you have, I'm sorry, pause. I did not say this. If you're not already, please make sure you're taking notes. Please make sure you're taking notes because this is important information. Okay, let's keep it going. So up next, we have our day traders. Our day traders usually aim for at least 20 to 70 pips per trade. 20 to 70 pips per trade. Sometimes it blicks and it goes crazy. But we are aiming for that trade on the M30 or the H1. The M30 for my new traders just means minute. So 30 minutes to 1 hour. H1 is for the hour, okay? Up next, we got our swingers. We got any swingers on the call? You're willing to hold your trades for a longer time. We know, D, we know. But you're willing to hold your trades for a longer term. So sometimes even for several days. You aim for 100 to 300 pips per trade, and you usually have those trades on the H4 and the D1. Okay? I'm not going to lie to you. When I first started out, I was a scalper. Actually, I'm lying to you. When I first started out, I was a binary trader, right? And then I upgraded to binary plus day trading. And now I'm touching the swing. I'm touching it. I ain't too invested yet. But I'm not gonna lie, there's nothing like putting a trade in on a Tuesday and coming out Thursday and you just, whew, pretty. If you know, you know. Okay? Next, and last but certainly not least, we have our position traders. Our position traders that hold on to their trades for weeks, for months, some people even years. I don't know if I'm at that level yet. God is working on me. But hey, profit is profit, okay? Aim for 1,000 plus pips per trade. You know, you raise a point. Crypto does count, right? So I have purchased crypto. So if you have your coins, buy low, sell high. If you know crypto is currently on a sale right now. And if you do not know too much about crypto and how to invest in crypto and how to hold those positions, hop on Saturday's call with my guy and Gil, okay? So they can inform you how to dig deeper into and hold those positions. Thank you for the reminder. How to hold those positions with your crypto, okay? So multiple ways to make money. I want all to understand, okay? None of these types of trading are bad and none of them are good. Or none of them are like better than the other. They're all great. They're all profitable. They all get you paid. It's simply about identifying what works for you. So if you're a day trader like my girl Jay, go crazy. If you're a scalper like me, go crazy. If you're a swinger like DT Avoiding, go crazy. If you're a position trader like all of Alpha Society, because everybody participates in Fortune Funding Friday where they're buying their crypto, so we all are profitable, okay? We are all great at what we do. So shout out to Alpha X Society and becoming profitable, okay? So let's keep it going. Up next, steps to identifying your product and becoming profitable. You have to choose your weapon. Choose your weapon. Go ahead and drop your weapon in the chat really quick. If you know, you know. I'm just going to simply go to our strategies. So within Iyovia, when you go to your products, you can pick your certain strategy. I am currently on my weapon of choice. I don't know why I zoomed in so much, but I'm currently in my weapon of choice. I personally like pivots. I've been within the industry from going on 4 years now, starting March 7th, and I love pivots. I love how it works. I love what it does for me. I love that but that's because I am a scalper / binary trader. It gives me the indicators that are already set up, right? But I see we have some impulse people. We have levels and impulse. TT, the fam knows. Shout out to AWOL. Okay, impulse. Big Blaze. Don't play with Blaze. Blaze is an app. App's a product. We're going to get to the difference, right? But your different strategies, right? You have pivots, you have levels, but all of them, again, all of the products work. All of the products work. There is no right or wrong product. They all work. I need you to understand that we have been open and in business and making profit for over 10 years now. The products have been tested, and the products are they have been investigated monthly. They are audited monthly, you all. So the products work, the services work. You just simply have to use them, which leads me into how to continue to let you know how to become profitable. Up next, you want to tap into your Go Live. You want to tap into your Go Live. I'm going to pause this share really quick. It just froze on me. Sorry about that, you all. No worries. But you want to tap into your Go Live, right? In order for your Iyovia Live. I'm going to reshare it because this is very important and I want you all to get this information. But within your Go Live system or your Iyovia Live, it teaches you and it shows you how to use the products, how to use the services that we have been taking full advantage of, right? The reason that people are so great and they're excited about Trend Trap or they're excited about Level is because they hop on those Go Live sessions where the educators break down the information for them. Mark, if you can do me a favor, if you do not mind pulling up your Iyovia Live for me to share your screen while mine is unfreezing, that would be phenomenal. Don't worry. This is why it's in us and not on us, you all, because this is information that you need. Okay. So I'm going to continue to go. So remember that you're not only going to tap into your Iyovia Live. Thank you. So when you get to your Iyovia Live page, you're going to this is what it's going to look like. Okay. So if you could type on foreign exchange for me, please. You're going to type on, pick whichever academy that you're in. So within choosing your products, whichever product academy or package that you have, we recommend the Transform Bundle because it gives you access to multiple products and multiple academies at the same time. Okay. So within the Transform Bundle, again, you can get 2. I personally now have foreign exchange and I'm tapping into the digital e-commerce side of things. Woo, woo. Okay. I'm super excited about it, but each one of the packages holds a live schedule for you. And then if you pick, you can pick any one of the educators. It doesn't matter for me. You identify a schedule. This is very important for steps towards your success. You need to identify a schedule. You all don't just identify a schedule, but actually have a planner. Write out your schedule. Write it out. They call me Structure Samiyah for a reason. Write out your schedule. Identify what times of the week and who's your educator and who you're going to tap in with. You click on Brandon Boyd for me, since Jay said she taps in with Brandon Boyd. Oh, sorry, you clicked on AWOL. Hey, if you know, Mark is a trend trapper. I understand why he clicked on AWOL. Okay, and if you go down at the bottom of each one of the chats, each one of the educators, if you ever miss a session, all of the sessions are recorded, family. So you have time. What I like to do is go back, replay the session. I'll play the session on my phone and have my scanner up on my computer or on my laptop. While the educator is going over the information and going over the strategy, I'm practicing in my demo account to make sure that I understand the markups, I understand how to get to the information, and I understand what's going on. Thank you so much, Mark, for that. That's still not pulling up, but it's okay. Perfect. So after you identify what your Iyovia Live is, who your educator is, next you're going to identify next you're going to practice. You want to practice each portion of the strategy and of what you're going through. Okay, I'm going to pull it up like this and keep us going. Perfect. And I'll have us out of here in 5 more minutes, family. Thank you so much for working through everything with me. Perfect. Okay. Up next, you want to, after you identify your Iyovia Live and after you identify your products and strategies, last but certainly not least, on choosing your weapon, you're going to Choose your signals from your apps and services. Listen to me, you all. I don't care if you've been in the business a day, a month, or a year. Use Blaze and use Swipecoin. Use Blaze and use Swipecoin. When I say this past week has been just that busy for me, I have not even marked up any of my own trades. I haven't marked up any of my own charts. Full transparency. All I have been using is Blaze. Family, I was profitable this week. I hit my trading goal this week off of Blaze by itself. Everything else was bonus. All of our personal team chats and all the other things, those are bonuses. But simply Blaze by itself, come on, talk to us. We have, shout out to my girl Natasha. She literally hits Masters Club every single week off of only Blaze trades. You all, if you're not using the products and you're complaining about not getting paid, I don't know what to tell you, because we have plenty of avenues for us to be as profitable as possible. So simply use the products. They work. And if you need help on how to utilize the products, how to input a trade, how to insert a trade, hit me up. I have no problem going through it. I'll drop my number in the chat for you. You can set up a Zoom call and we can get to it, because everybody deserves to be profitable. Everybody deserves to. Talk to me, Z. Swipecoin trade out right now. Listen, get to the money. Just use them, okay? It's very simple. Next, okay? So now you have picked your product, okay? You found your educator. You have your schedule built. Next, practice finding your own trades. Okay, this is how you build confidence in your skill set. This is how you become as profitable as possible. And last but certainly not least, within this profitability, you are going to withdraw. Type withdraw in the chat. Remember, family, it's not yours money until you withdraw it. It's not your money until you withdraw it. It's not your money until you withdraw it. And even if you do not withdraw it, at least at bare minimum, transfer. Do an eternal transfer, just so that you can make sure and ensure that your money is secure and that your goals are met. Again, if you do not know what an internal transfer is, get with your leaders after this call and set up a call with them on how to utilize these services. Perfect. Now, I want to cover as well mindset with trading. Next point, mindset with trading. Number one, set a goal. Set a goal. Set a SMART goal. It's specific. It's measurable. It's attainable. It's realistic, and it's time bound. It's specific. It's measurable. It's attainable. It's realistic, and it is time bound. One last time. It is specific. It's measurable. It's attainable. It's realistic, and it is time bound, you all. Okay. Step number two, hit the goal and celebrate each time you hit it. Hit the goal and celebrate each time you hit it. I need you to understand. My mentor often says, when I first started trading, my first few profits, DT or Bolden, my first few profits were, I celebrated the penny. I celebrated the 50 cents. And then 50 cents turned into $5. $5 turns into $50. $50 turns into 500, and on and on and on and on and on, right? But celebrate each goal that is hit. There is no amount that is not worth celebrating, because it's about the mindset of trading. And when you celebrate the wins, you build confidence within yourself to continue to win. And what you talk to us, Mike, and what you celebrate accelerates. So if you're not thankful for the small things, why would you be blessed with more? Come on, gratitude for the small things. Be grateful and be thankful for all things, because profit is profit. And your goals goals are being met, okay? Next, discipline yourself. Discipline yourself. Now, what happens is when we get in front of all of this information, we get super excited. We dive in and we go crazy. It's me. Okay, when I first started within this organization, I've had my hands on everything at the same time. I want to do this. When they talking about trend trap, let me go to trend trap. Oh, they talking about levels, let me go to levels. Oh my goodness, they're talking about harmonics. What's that? That sounds interesting. Let me go to harmonics. I was like, whoa, whoa, whoa. Hands were everywhere and nothing was happening. Find your product. Find one product, maybe two. Stick with it and master it for 90 days. Not 30, not 60. 90 days of consistency. One product. One to two products. I just hear somebody saying, oh my goodness. 1 to 2 products, 1 to 2 educators. 1 to 2 products, 1 to 2 educators for 90 days, 3 months. 3 months, you all. I'm telling you, please take it from someone who bounced around for the first year. I've been in this industry for 4 years. My first year, I was shopping around. Call me a shopaholic, baby. I was going crazy. And I was not disciplined to just 1 to 2. It was not until I locked in with one product, which happened to be pivots for me at that time, that I started getting paid and I started seeing results. I wasn't that profitable in my first year. I didn't start seeing profits until I locked in on one product. And don't get distracted by the noise or compare yourself to what other people are doing, or compare your day 1 to somebody's day 365. Everyone has a different journey, you all. So just walk yours. You're not designed to walk somebody else's path. Just stay on your own, okay? That is okay. Shout out to everybody who's dropping theirs in the chat, because we get into that money. Yeah. Okay? Last slide, and we're going to get out of here, family. Thank you all so much for tapping in on this Sunday Night Vision. Next, how to gain trading proficiency. How to gain trading proficiency. Number 1, does anybody by chance know how long it takes to master a skill? Let's see who's tapped in. $10,000 hours, 10K. Talk to me. 10K. Tap in, lock in. Lock in, you all, for 10,000 hours. Mark it, track it, and make sure you, so number 1, you adapt your schedule, adapt your life, adapt what you have been doing for 10,000 hours consistently. Okay? Shout out to y'all being locked in, okay? Because people don't be knowing that, but Alpha Society, we in our alpha state, so it don't surprise me, right? Step number 2, you evaluate. I use a site called compounddaily.org. I'm going to drop it in the chat for you all. Daily.org. I use this one, and I go to the compound calculator, and I simply put in how much money I want to make each day. Okay, it allows you to put in on the first line what's in your trading account. So if you start your trading account off with $100 and you want to increase it by 8% daily, it lets you know how much money you will have within 30 days, within 60 days, within however long you choose to put on there. Okay, and it allows you to adjust. So that way you can make a tangible plan and track your goals while you're hitting them. Okay. And then last but certainly not least, commit yourself. Commit yourself to the plan. Commit yourself to the plan. Commit yourself to the product and commit yourself to your success. Because at the end of the day, remember, this is not about me. It's not about your leaders. It's not about anybody else within this business. It is about you doing what's best for you. People always ask me when I enroll people, when I have new students join, say, how do I create the most success? What should I be doing? You should be figuring out what works for you. Remember, you all, some of the best people, the most profitable people understand that they only utilize one product. Some of the best traders within our company only utilize one product. And we have many. We have many. We have many because there's many different types of personalities. There's many different types of people. Okay. And so once we understand that and once we really commit to that, we will become profitable. And it's that simple, you all, okay? It's not hard. It's not a long evaluation. It's not long division. It's not rocket science. It is simple. Find a product. Get tapped in with the educator that is locked in with that product. Excuse me, identify what type of trader you are. Then find a product. Then tap in with the educator who's locked in with that product. Create a plan. Stick to it. Remember the mindset that is necessary to stay disciplined with that plan. And commit yourself to succeeding. And while you're in that commitment, in that walk of commitment, do not forget to celebrate yourself, because everything that you celebrate will accelerate you all. I know that we are a little bit over time, but I will ask, if you have any questions, feel free to hit me up on the side. Hit me up in Telegram. Again, I dropped my number. If you need help or access to anything, I am here for you. Your leaders are here for you. We as Iyovia and Alpha X Society are here for you. Thank you all so much for locking in on this Sunday Night Vision call. If you need anything, if you learn anything from this call, I have a saying, nothing is yours until you give it away. So share the information that you learned tonight. Share the information that you learned in the chat. Drop something that you took away from this and transform your lives. I love you all. I'll see you later. Bye.